So which of the following, if true, would dictate most powerfully against making the relocation permanent based on the findings of the trial period? What is the finding? The bank asked for volunteers from its New York bankers to attempt the commute from New York to Samoa for 3 months, and found that for these 3 months, these bankers' sales were higher than during most previous periods. So they had great success for 3 months with a pool of volunteers commuting from Samoa daily. I'm not actually sure that's possible, but you know, we'll just pretend that that makes sense. So, in this particular case, then, we need a reason why relocating everyone to Samoa and having them commute daily, we need a reason that wouldn't work. So, A, the volunteers in the study were mostly from among the bank's most loyal and hardworking junior ranks. So, this very successful trial was actually from the most loyal and hardworking people working at the bank. If they moved everyone there, they would have people who were less hardworking and less loyal commuting from Samoa daily. And since these were basically the best employees, moving some of the worst ones there would be where you would begin to see the negative effects of this lengthy commute daily. So this one looks pretty good for a reason why it wouldn't work, namely that the sample for their experiment, their trial period, was not representative of the firm as a whole. Let's check the other ones. Even if there were no increases in relocated workers' sales revenues, the move would be cost efficient based on the rent savings alone. That's a reason for relocation. C, competitor banks that tried such a plan and succeeded were usually much smaller in terms of staff than the last national bank. This one, what competitor banks do is kind of irrelevant. It's tangentially relevant, but if the only comparisons were significantly different, we don't really know whether this would work or not on a larger bank. D, the relocated volunteers were provided with inexpensive technology that let them integrate their laptops with the bank's computer system. This would be an argument in favor of relocation. And E, sales revenue increases of the magnitude of those achieved by the volunteers could be accomplished by other means that required less disruption. So, again, that's not an argument against it, it simply gives another option. So that does point us back to A, that the trial period with the volunteers was not a representative sample of the whole bank. Choice A.